Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell 'em. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles, and I am excited to have Mr. Marcellis Perkins on with us today. Truly excited to have him on and highlight him and his journey. So first, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate the invite.
Yes, sir. Well, let's dive into it. I know off air, we talked about your journey, some of the cool things that you've been blessed and fortunate to achieve. But if you don't mind, just kind of share some of that with the audience so they have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Yeah. I said, again, appreciate the invite. My name is Marcellis Perkins. Come as one, I stand as 10,000. I can because they did. And that's just something I usually say when I introduce myself, just to kind of recognize all those who have paved the way for me, whether directly or indirectly. Originally from Virginia. I claim the whole Hampton Roads, Virginia, but specifically Chesapeake, Virginia. I did my undergrad at the College of Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts. Played basketball there. Went on a Division I basketball scholarship. And during my time there, had a career-ending injury, had a couple injuries that kind of just derailed my entire situation. Got a chance to meet a lot of wonderful people that worked in higher education. Rob Jones, Dr. Michelle Martins, Dr. Armani Rice, and Miss Kayla Lee, all of which, and then Dr. Robert Green, so many wonderful people that kind of saw something in me, poured into me, and helped me in that transition of becoming a student athlete, just being a student. And that was the first time in my life where I didn't have sports to kind of lean on and kind of help, shape my identity. And as a, young Black male in college that got to that point because of basketball, and I made great grades, prior to, but I wouldn't have went to Massachusetts if it wasn't for, playing basketball, if I'm being honest with you. And so got more involved in the student experience and was invited to attend a conference at UT Austin called the Black Student Athlete Summit. I did a presentation on how universities can better prepare Black student athletes for life outside of athletics. And because at the time at Holy Cross, we had started a group called MOCA, Men of Color Athletes, and we were building up WOCA, Women of Color Athletes. And so I was doing my thing, doing my presentation, got off stage, and Jessica Hazard from TCU came up to me. She was like, "Hey, are you considering grad school?" And I was like, "Yeah." And this is like last semester, senior year. So, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. And she was like, if you want to come to grad school at TCU, like you can continue doing the work that you're doing in athletics. We'll pay for your master's, we'll pay for you. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm coming.
I'm on the way.
I had no idea, never been to TCU, didn't visit. I didn't visit until I moved in. Like the day I moved in was my first time in Fort Worth, was my first time on campus, and I started work the next day. So true leap of faith, had no idea what to expect, and it became the biggest blessing for me. I did a year in athletics and student athlete development, overseeing all of the career and professional development for all of our student athletes at TCU. Got recruited out of athletics to do research with the Race and Reconciliation Initiative under Dr. Frederick Gooding Jr., aka Dr. G, where we studied the university's relationship to slavery, racism, and Confederacy. From there, got recruited by Chancellor Boschini to work in his office to be his graduate research assistant, doing a lot of the community-facing programs. And now, most recently, after completing my PhD at TCU, I work in strategy and innovation under Tom Wavering, where now I'm helping with strategic planning of the university for the next 10 years. So biggest blessing to no longer play basketball and taking that trip to Texas, because now Texas has kind of adopted me and I've made Texas a second home.
Man, that is awesome. As I heard you talk about that, man, I think the word that came up for me is wow. Man, I think that's pretty cool. I always say this, opportunities bring opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And just hearing you talk about, just from the speaking engagement to being able to get, higher level ed and, taking that leap of faith to, never been there, but first day is the day I'm working.
Yeah, for real.
You know, but then how it's led to just continued opportunities, continued connections, continued relationships, that will also lead to continued growth and
Absolutely.
continued impact, you know?
Yeah.
And so, man, I just think it's awesome. And it's so cool to hear. And I'm rooting for you. And I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, uh, what are three things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Mm. Three things. I'll say most recently finishing my PhD. I graduated this past December in educational studies with a focus in higher education. That was big, and I think it was really big just to celebrate that moment with family and friends. To get it done, but to know I didn't do it alone, I think was a huge accomplishment. I feel like it was a group effort. I mean, I'm the one that wrote the dissertation, but wouldn't have been done without my circle of people around me. So I'll say that's one. Two, um, taking that leap of faith. I think finding that confidence and developing in my own manhood of, I didn't know much about Worcester, Massachusetts when I went there for undergrad, and leaving my circle of comfort of Virginia and going to Massachusetts and then doing it again, going from Massachusetts to Texas. And the only person I really knew out here was my uncle, and I had a childhood friend. But going to Fort Worth, I had no idea what I was running into. And so just kind of finding my way in the midst of the journey, I think was a huge accomplishment for me. Seeing where I'm at now with the PhD and all the things I've been able to do and the wonderful people I've been able to meet, it all started with, taking that leap of faith. So I think that was a huge accomplishment for me. And third, I don't know, man. I mean, it's 2025. I'm alive, man. I got air in my lungs, man. Everyone doesn't get the opportunity to wake up every day. So any day you get to wake up, that's a blessing and an accomplishment, and it makes you have a sense of duty that you got something to do today to make it worth
That's,
it.
that's good, man. I'm glad you said that because kind of my thing of what you said, it's good to be alive in 25, but
And
I say it's gonna be live in 25.
you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, all of that. But yeah, man, that's awesome. So just hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the three things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's touch on success. What is your
Yeah.
definition of success?
My definition of success is, accomplishing goals set out, but also finding peace, laughing often, building community, finding a sense of self, finding purpose, living in that purpose, operating in that purpose, living in gratitude. I think these are all, to me, they're aspects of success. Like I don't really think about the the trophy or the award. I don't. Those things come and go. But what sustains itself, I think, is the actual success. Is like what is learned in that process, what is learned in that journey. That's where I count the wins. That's where I count the success. Is like what did I learn and what did I gain and what did I give. And I think the combination of all those things is where the success lies for me.
I love that. That's very well stated. I think when you can put all of those things together, I think it brings about ultimate fulfillment.
Yeah.
I think I think it's bigger than stuff. Like
Oh
uh,
shoot, way better.
yeah, it's not a surface level. It's some substance.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
often think about the Dr. King quote: "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands during times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands during times of challenge and controversy." And like I think understanding that, I think that's where I kind of root my success in. It's like it's bigger than the comfort and the trophy and the glitz and the glams and the pictures, but it's what happens in between those lines. That's where the success, like where the triumph comes. Like, what did you learn? What did you gain? What did you give? That's what the success is.
I love that, man. I was looking I have that's one of my favorite quotes, and I have it
Yeah, yeah,
framed
yeah.
right here. So I was gonna grab that, but yeah, man, I love that. That's so good. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to share with the audience so they can go follow you, follow your work, some
Yeah.
of the amazing things, show you some love with all the amazing things you got going on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. LinkedIn, Marcellis Perkins, Easy to find. Marcellis R. Perkins on LinkedIn. On Twitter, Marcy Perkins, MARCE Perkins, PERKINS _ email m.perkins number 14 at tcu.edu. I try to stay connected as possible, man. I know, connections are invaluable and building network and community. No matter where we are is invaluable. So I love to always connect and engage and learn from other people all the time.
So good. Well, again, I just want to say again, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Absolutely, Chip, man. I appreciate the invite, man. Hopefully this is not a see you later or not a goodbye, but a see you later and a to be continued.
Oh no, it's live in 25. It's on for both of us.
Listen, man,
We gonna talk after this. It's
okay. If you
live
have
in
in the
25.
DFW area, let me know so we can
No.
connect.
We gonna talk after
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, man, thank you so much, and thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.